Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week, we've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What's up, dudes?
Hello, boys. How was your Monday going?
Yeah.
Monday-rific.
It's been a Monday for me.
I mean, it's the holidays. I feel like if either one of you worked today, it wasn't hopefully that hard. I feel like I actually worked like pretty hard today. So
It was a pretty average Monday. No more, no less, I'd say.
is everyone not
same.
left the work yet?
Yeah, exactly. Like people are like in for these next 3 days and then peace.
And then they're like,
And
see you
then
on the
out
3rd.
forever.
Yeah. See you next year. Ho, 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 ho.
I really don't like that. I don't know why. It's like one of those things that like makes me like ugh. Stop saying stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally
See you in 2
office
weeks,
thing.
you dickbag.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Pretty average. Got about a few days of work left. Really through Christmas Eve, and then peace out.
And
Peace,
you're just
just
gonna peace out.
8-day bender.
Just gonna drive your motorcycle into the sunset.
Yeah, arms wide open.
Sons of Jimmy.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, nothing really exciting has happened. I started watching I think I mentioned that like last week, but I did start watching the Mission Impossibles again.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I
Nice.
feel like maybe Mission Impossible 3 is when they start feeling like current day Mission Impossibles a little bit.
It starts to take off.
Mission Impossible really has like the kind of route that like Fast and Furious took.
Yeah.
You know, it seems very grounded and it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, you know. I mean, there's exploding gum in the first one too, so that's pretty James Bondy. But then it's like
Heck
the
yeah,
third
it is.
one. It's like, okay, fighting like a super villain, but it's still kind of whatever. And then like, you know, secret society, rogue nation, weird, crazy shit starts happening. Henry Cavill, Superman himself, is in there, so that's already going to make it crazy.
But it's like that plus like what crazy stunt is Tom Cruise going to actually do?
Yeah, I think someone at some point said that like I think maybe the Rotten Tomatoes score, like the higher the percentage is, correlates to how long or how far Tom Cruise runs on foot in those movies.
He does like to run. Yeah.
He runs all the time
In
those
like
movies.
not even just Mission Impossible movies, like lots of other movies.
Yeah, he's just really good at running.
Like Minority Report. He's
a lot
just
of
running.
cardio.
Yeah.
A lot of cardio.
Yeah, and maybe they just did Tom Cruise movies and not even Mission Impossible movies. Just like how far does he run? Man
I
runs.
could see that. He's a running guy.
I would love to see that data.
I'll try to see if I can look it up in the break.
Sure, is that a Reddit
The War of the Worlds. He's
yeah.
just running from aliens.
spreadsheet?
He ran to the moon. in War of the Worlds.
All the way to the moon.
That's a ways.
Yeah, it's
Spoiler
a long
for
way to run.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah, just
He
in
runs
case.
to the moon.
Yeah, if you believe that spoiler, then sorry I ruined it for you. Okay, well, it's my show this week. But I guess before I get into that, Joe, what is First and Last for anyone that saw the name of this show and wanted to listen to us?
So weekly we take a TV show, and like the name you may have guessed, we watch just the first episode and just the last episode. Nothing in between. It's really just to like soak up everything about the show based on where they began and where they ended.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Save yourself hopefully a lot of time.
It's like 2 steps above just reading the Wikipedia.
2 episodes above it for sure.
2 episodes for sure. But you know, it can be a time commitment sometimes. There's a lot of shows that have like their pilot is like a 2-hour movie.
We still haven't done one show literally because like it's just not possible to do it on like a weeknight that we record.
Talking about Walker, Texas
I'm talking
Ranger.
about Walker, Texas Ranger.
Talking Walker.
It's like a 3-hour long pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Or
When are
something
we
like
gonna
that.
do that? Get it on the calendar.
One Saturday.
I feel like Star Trek Next Generation is like that too.
There are other shows for sure out
Mhm.
there that I've been waiting on.
It's insane that we haven't done things like we've done no Star Treks. Jimmy's in this podcast. We've never seen a Star Trek.
I mean, yeah.
I've
what
never
was
seen
I
a Star
just
Trek.
watching There was a big Trekkie in. Was it the Spider-Man movie? No, it was one of the recent. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's Charlie meets his real dad in Ireland. Spoiler. That's a real spoiler.
Oh, like I haven't even seen that yet.
And it is a guy. He's in Next Gen a ton, and then he's one of the guys who like makes the transfer over to Deep Space Nine and is in both. He's like Irish, Scottish, something.
Oh, is it
Welsh?
Okay.
It's his name's not Scotty.
It's that dude though. Like he's in like he's in Next Gen, and I know exactly who you're talking about. He's married to he's married to the Asian lady in the show, and they have that cute little like Asian baby.
Probably.
What's his name?
Chief Miles O'Brien.
Yeah, and like Kiko? That's it. That's his wife's name.
Kiko.
Colm
Meaney, I think is maybe how you say it.
No,
sounds like a wrestler.
Cole Meany?
Blue Meany. Colm Blue Meany.
What's his character's name?
That's his real name. He's from Dublin.
Chief
Cole
O'Brien is his name in.
He's in a million things.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Con Air.
Well, we're not watching Star Trek today.
That's too bad.
You know what we are watching?
Too long.
I don't.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I thought maybe.
Much like Star Trek, I've never seen any of it.
Never seen any of it, huh?
Wow.
There are I gotta dig in my like mind grapes here, but there are a few like quotes that people have like said to me over the years that have made no sense to me.
Do you have any of them available in your brain?
Something like there's some sort of like free thing that's being given away that's like useless. It's like paper clips or something, and one of the characters says like they're just giving out paper clips, like they're just giving them away.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
And that's the thing that like I've quoted, even not knowing the like
they're just giving them away.
Like for anything, you just say they're just giving them away.
Yeah.
That could have been a Frylock or a Meatwad.
It's definitely Meatwad.
It's definitely Meatwad.
And like I can like it's actually pissing me off that I can't picture the exact like scene of what it is, what he's talking about.
Well, we're probably not going to see that scene today.
Mm-hmm.
It went, just for a quick thing, it went for 11 seasons, 139 episodes.
My mind is blown. 11 seasons of this
Yeah. So it was started obviously on it started on quote unquote Cartoon Network in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily even know when Adult Swim started.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it moved to Adult Swim, which is just Cartoon Network.
I thought so
at
too.
night.
Yeah, it's not a different channel.
Oh, you know why? Because so Cartoon Network launched September 2nd, 2001. So it was like it probably launched with.
You're saying Adult Swim launched in 2001?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was on the first season of, or at least some episodes of Aqua Teen 2000 were on Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm.
And then once Adult Swim started on Cartoon Network, it became that same network. I don't know why they differentiate it like this, but but it went to 2015.
Man, that is wild. Just because I don't know, you don't picture animation shows going that long.
Right. They don't generally. So Jimmy will probably back me up on this, but like we watched a lot of it, or like just, bits and pieces of it in like college.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been 2003 to 2006 area, like that was when the DVDs of Aqua Teen were floating around our like dorm rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when we watched a bunch of it. So like, I don't think I have any knowledge of any of like the later seasons. I'm probably like seasons 1 through 5, pop an episode on, and I'm like, I've seen this.
I feel like that's it. That it's an interesting time for like TV culture, where it's just like a lot of stuff that came out like maybe late 90s, early 2000s, like became popular in college dorm rooms on DVD, like Aqua Teen and Family Guy.
Oh yeah, I definitely had Family Guy DVDs. I had Aqua Teen, or people had Aqua Teen DVDs. We watched Smallville on DVD for the most part until we like caught up.
Somebody's got the best of Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, someone had that like DVD of what was it, that Anchorman like second episode, like second movie that was
Oh
like
yeah,
kind of the first
all the
one.
stuff that was cut
Yeah.
out.
That is excellent, by the way. You used to be able to watch that whole thing on YouTube. I think they took it down, but it's worth a watch.
Yeah. But so yeah, I'm probably a seasons 1 through 5 Aqua Teen knowledge base right there. But Jimmy, I was saying, while you were getting some pizzas, I assume.
Yeah.
Did the pizzas come?
Yeah.
Excellent. That we watched them on like DVDs, like in the college.
I still have
time.
them.
Yeah, but they were Jimmy's DVDs.
Those
He was the guy on the
falling
floor.
apart, but they still exist. I think I had 1 through 3, maybe 4. And that's pretty much what I've seen. They made a weird movie after that I saw, but I never had the like physical copy of it. And I've maybe seen some random episodes. It kills me because you said this is on HBO, right?
Yep.
Bleep that. It kills me that I didn't know that because I would have blasted through it, and now I've like canceled it. Now I have like a week and a half probably
to know
to blast
to
through
soak it all in.
of Adult Swim's Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Nice. Well, yeah, there's one film that happened between season 4 and 5.
Okay, so I must have through 4 then, I think.
Yeah.
That box set come with like an MC Escher poster, or
man.
did it come with that poster where it's like the all the Pink Floyd album covers, but like painted on ladies' backs?
but like drawn, like animated instead of like it looks cartoony.
I don't know anything about this show. I know that there's it's animated.
Yep.
I think the main characters are like, it's like a box of French fries and like a burger maybe and like a milkshake.
Yeah,
pretty
Frylock, Master Shake,
Mhm.
and then Meat Wad.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not necessarily a hamburger. He's just a
Like a meatball?
wad of like raw meat, basically.
Okay.
I have to assume he's raw because he moves.
Yeah, he's raw.
He moves as if not cooked.
He's full of bacteria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrible.
And then the other like big character is their neighbor Carl, who's just this gross dude, and this is all in New Jersey, I believe.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It's just the best.
My impression of it, I'm picturing just like a cable TV version of Homestar Runner, Strong Bad Emails.
I mean,
yeah, maybe.
I guess I don't know what they did maybe later on. There was every once in a while, obviously, like some continuity happens throughout the show, but it is very much like just like this is an episode and like space aliens come. This is an episode and now they're in the sewers. And this is an episode and they're fighting a demon. And this is an episode where like they're just gardening, or like or they're just playing video games, or they're just messing with Carl.
So it's like clearly for adults.
Very much for adults. I would not show this to a child.
Is it like
purpose.
inappropriate for children?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
I mean,
It's called Adult Swim, not Children's Swim.
yeah,
Joe.
Kids Swim.
but it was on Cartoon Network for its first year, Jimmy.
Oh, really?
Because it was on the year before Adult Swim was even a thing.
Okay.
So like, yeah,
Wow.
it was probably
I
on
did
late.
not
It
know
was probably
that.
on at the same time as it
Mhm.
was even on. It probably never even switched.
2000.
This is one of those shows that I assume that if I would have had the proper college experience, I would have been like sitting on like pillows in a cloud of weed smoke, watching
Yeah.
like DVD,
Right.
like the DVDs. But instead, we were just boring sober kids watching this and going, "This is hilarious."
Just like having a pizza and watching it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like
and earnestly enjoying it.
yeah, and then going, I like this, and instead of like being like, just insanely bloodshot red eyes and going, that guy's a milkshake, man. I think both ways are probably very great ways to watch the show, though. I'm sure you get something out of both.
Well,
Oh, for sure.
we'll do one episode classic, and then we'll do second episode just blazed.
All right, we'll do it. Well, I guess with that, let's watch this first episode. It's called Rabbot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. This one's weird.
It's interesting. So really quick. So it literally had, I guess now looking at it, it had one episode on Cartoon Network. December 30th, 2000, Rabbot was the first episode. Then it did not air again until Adult Swim was a thing. And then it September 9th, 2001
They're like, look,
was the second episode.
we got this thing coming up. Let's just wait.
Yeah, exactly.
This is going to be a lot better.
I'm gonna need to carve out some time for this.
Not in front of kids.
Yeah.
Just hold up.
So yeah, there's a long time, but I mean, it is episode 1 proper, I guess. So we're gonna watch it. It's called Rabbot. It was on December 30th, 2000. And we're gonna watch that, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It was called Rabbot. Jimmy, you got to ride up.
Yeah. So Dr. Weird invents a robot rabbit that escapes and destroys Carl's car. So now it's up to Aqua Teen Hunger Force to find out who did it. And that's that's the write-up. So it opens with like a cold open of this guy, Dr. Weird, who's some mad scientist, and his like a assistant.
Yeah, and also, so Joe, for someone who's never seen this show, like he's like kind of a recurring character, but
But
so rarely.
we barely see him ever again.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's just he's like in cold. Sometimes he's in cold opens, and then what he did has nothing to do with the episode at all.
Mm-hmm.
This one just happened to be that
Fair.
he released the giant mecha robot rabbit.
I feel like I'm trying to think. I think he was in more of the first season, and then they just like kind of phased him out.
Yeah,
and then like you said, he's in like once in a while. So he invents this robot rabbit, and it's not the Rabbot, and it's not really clear why he did that.
He was saying something about like the grant, or like I don't know. He just screams, Doctor
had
Weird.
a reason, and the assistant's like, I thought the money was for a grant to like cure diseases, and Dr. Weird's like, what's a grant?
Yeah.
And then the rabbit escapes, rabbit robot, and then terrorizes, I think, New Jersey, Philly, somewhere, East Coast.
It's an East Coast city of some sort.
I don't even know if we got that vibe from this episode.
We
I just
definitely
know
didn't
that.
we definitely didn't get the answer of
Okay.
where we are, at least.
I just know that throughout the series, Carl wears like New York Giants jerseys.
Okay.
So I feel like, anyway.
I don't remember that.
What else? Oh, so then the robot escapes, and like the first thing it does is lands on Carl's little like hot rod thing.
It's like a Tokyo Drift like Honda Civic kind
Yeah.
of. And it says like "To Wicked" on it, except Wicked spelled WYCKED.
Yeah, sweet graphics.
Yeah.
And then Carl is like screaming, and then Shake walks over and is like, "Oh, dude, car's messed up." And then, and then Frylock like beams him. He's like, I'll beam you to work. And then he's like, I work out of the home.
I work out of the home.
So he tosses him up into the air, and he lands on his own roof. And I don't think we ever see that like Frylock beam ever again.
Frylock seems to have a lot of like weird superpowers that he definitely doesn't
Sometimes.
have in the show proper. So like
Just never uses.
almost like a first episode, we're gonna give him this. He shoots like an energy ball sometimes, doesn't he, in the show?
Yeah, I think he does. That's like a more common thing.
There's one thing, Joe, that didn't happen in this episode that happens a lot in Aqua Teen. It's just like things explode all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Master Shake is holding anything, like a soda pop, a bomb, a football, like a baby doll, if he throws it on the ground, it explodes.
Yeah. And they all hop like, oh, what was that? And then they always use that fire graphic, which they did use in this. It's like a actual like fire that they like edit into the shot. So like later,
It's like a cutout gif
Shake.
of fire.
Shake has hair because for some reason the rabbit, the Rabbot, goes to the Powerpuff Mall, which makes sense now that it was on Cartoon Network.
Oh, just because of the Powerpuff
Because
Girls?
of the Powerpuff Girls. Because I never really understood, like, is this really a Powerpuff Girls reference, or is this just a bit? It's just a bit because it's on Cartoon Network. But it goes to the mall and it apparently ingests a lot of French perfume or something, and then when it sprays it out, things get hairy, and so he sprays Shake and he gets long flowing locks, and then Frylock tries to shoot the rabbit, and it bounces off and starts Shake's hair on fire, and then you see the like actual. It just looks like a campfire, and that they edited that in like through the rest of the series of this show, or at least the first few seasons that I've seen.
What I'm really curious is, Joe, what did you think?
I don't know. It was it's hard to really grasp what was going on. I feel like
That sounds like Aqua Teen. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's really not a show where you watch just one episode and you're like, I'm in. It's more of like, you got this on DVD, it's rolling, and then by episode 3, you're just like lolling nonstop.
Well, and by episode 3, you've only watched like 36 minutes of TV.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So it is like just watching one episode of TV, less than 1 hour long show.
But yeah, I feel like it's just like you don't really, maybe don't even like really reference them as episodes. It's just sort of like, you can just watch this thing because it's short. And you can just sort of watch an hour of it and you're just sort of like, the time just went by.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's probably how it was aired. Because it was at least aired 2 episodes at a time, right? Because that's how it, like, those Adult Swim, like, super short ones work.
They didn't do, like, other shows? Like, you get
There's a lot of shows like this where it's, like, 11 minutes, and
Right.
so one rolls, and then there's, like, commercials, and then the second episode rolls.
I think
and then
this
they
must
roll
have. I
into-
think this might have shared.
Squidbillies or
Did it
whatever.
share with like Robot Chicken or something?
Mm-hmm.
Because according to this, like Wikipedia at least, there was only 1 episode per day, and it wasn't even
Really?
It wasn't even per week. It was like aired September 9th, then the next one, September 30th, then the next one, October
Whoa. 14th,
then December 23rd, then April
Whoa.
7th, then April 21st.
Yeah, I suppose there's so few. Weird.
I think it eventually looks like it became weekly.
I mean, how to gain any traction?
I don't know. I mean,
That's crazy.
I don't think I heard about it like when it first came out in like 2000, 2001. Like it was probably later on. So we had the DVDs of it. And so we had a bunch of it. So it probably only caught on. It was probably just like worked. It just filled in like some 15, 12 minute like space on Adult Swim whenever they
Mhm.
had an episode. And then they made money on DVDs.
Yeah, they made my money, the little that I had.
Yeah.
I'm
see?
sure it was like $10 at Target or whatever.
I mean, I hope so. Hope you don't overpay for this. But you still have it today. It's a gift that you still have.
Yeah,
It
it's
can
true.
continue to give.
Mm-hmm.
When my HBO finally cancels, I'm gonna need those discs.
Yeah, you should start watching
I
from
could
where you
plow
don't have
Okay.
to like watch to the end, and then you can
Mhm.
watch the DVDs back once your HBO cancels.
140 episodes.
Basic, yeah.
It's like 2 hours.
I know. I was trying to do the math. It's not 1 minute. It's
It's 1
so
minute
it's
of
like
TV.
1,400 minutes.
That's I mean, it's a little
Dang.
it's a little bit of time.
Okay. Well, shoot.
You can do it.
I mean, we're gonna find out.
I mean, like Joe, would you have been absolutely opposed to or pro the second episode just rolling in?
I mean, I would be pro, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's a small time commitment.
Heck yeah.
It's like there was enough like goofy weirdness that you're just like, okay, I guess I'm interested. Like there's a chance that a joke could hit.
Yeah, right. And there's things that you'll see. It's like, it's not a typical pilot or first episode where you really learn anything about these people or anything. It's just super short.
Yeah.
You do like obviously get the hint that like Master Shake like says a bunch of times that he's like the leader, which I don't even necessarily think I believe that when he says it. And he's just mean to everybody.
Especially Meatwad.
And then Meatwad's, just like a adorable little goo of meat that's just like a silly kid, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You can take the meat bridge.
I feel like, well, maybe we should wait. But like, I do think I remember that like this first episode feels a little bit like a pilot, where like animation is kind of off and kind of weird. Like Carl's house looked different. Like I think the animation immediately gets better in the second episode. And like Frylock is kind of weird. He's kind of robotic.
Yeah,
like,
Frylock's definitely weird in this episode.
Like he's just like a guy after this.
but also fries.
He's like a smart, like kind of optimistic. And I don't think they're even like detectives after this, but I do have thoughts and predictions.
Yeah, they like kind of act like the Aqua Teen Hunger Force are like, we're the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, we'll solve this crime. And I think every once in a while they kind of like solve things or kind of try to do detective-y type things, but it's like one in every 15 episodes. Yeah, once a season. Like it's very rare. So that driving factor of like they're gonna solve crimes or whatever, like as loose it was even in this episode, it's like non-existent for the most part.
It felt like we're gonna pitch this as this is like a crime fighting thing, and then they just immediately got away from that. It definitely feels like these are writers who just got super high and wrote this.
Yeah, I'm assuming there was some sort of substance involved in creation of this show. Or just a weird dude. Could just be a regular weird dude.
Just being weird.
Some people are just weird, man, and this is just what comes out.
I think the big things that I remembered about this after watching it was that Schooly D is the like musician, like rapper who does the music.
Like that's the real rapper's name?
That's his real name.
That sounds like an Aqua Teen character's name. That's why I asked.
Oh, sure. It's also a rapper's name. He was like a real like rapper before this, and I don't understand the relationship and how they got him like an actual musician to do their theme song. But he also has like narration sometimes mid scenes. He'd be like, "Things are looking shady for the Aqua Teens."
Was that Schooly D doing that as well?
I think that's all the same guy. And then I don't think this happened in this first episode, but like one of the writers is like crazy, like shredding guitar, like whenever he can in these episodes. There's a guitar to be had. It's actually one of the writers who does it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure I know that from like a special feature on one of the DVDs.
I miss special features. I think that's one thing that like Netflix or somebody's like really messing up on is not having special features.
Yeah. I'd like a blooper reel.
Why is the other section on like Netflix not like a commentary or
Yeah, it'd be so easy to just upload it's like as like a second episode, quote unquote.
Right. Exactly.
Ah.
That bums me out. Anything else? Well, I mean, they didn't. Okay, and then also like they didn't like stop the Rabbot in the end. They just like danced in the street with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the end.
Literally, they just said, "We're gonna give up."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they go, "Oh, we didn't mention Carl's pool. He's got an above ground pool in the back. That's kind of home base." Is the next door neighbor's pool that he does not enjoy them being in.
Would you want a human-sized milkshake to swim around in your pool, Jimmy?
The cup probably okay. Probably gets soggy, I guess. The meat probably not
Yeah.
Well, they didn't let the
Well,
meat go
salmonella.
in, at least in this one.
Was he not even in at the end?
I don't
Probably
think.
not.
I don't remember. Maybe he was floating, but I can't remember. But
Meatwad also transformed. I think that's something we see a bunch more later as he becomes he says take the meat bridge to shake, and
That's
he
right.
becomes a little bridge out of meat.
I may or may not have a meat
The
wad
meat
transformation
Nice.
prediction.
The meat bridge.
Take the meat bridge. But since Master
No.
Shake's such a dickhead, he refuses to take the meat bridge and just crashes through the counter.
Yeah.
It's like he could have walked around probably, but nope.
And then Meatwad finds the rabbit-shaped hole in the mall, wall, and is like, I think I found a clue. And Shake's like, that is an emergency exit. If you set off the alarm, you'll be going to prison, not us.
Oh yeah. Oh, and
'Cause
Joe.
he's an idiot.
That I don't know why that reminded me of that, Jimmy, but Joe, before when you said you quoted something from this show and you didn't even know what it was from, Frylock in the very beginning goes, "To the home then." And I was like, I say that all the time and I didn't even know why anymore. And now I'm like, it's Aqua Teen. There it is. Should we see predictions for this last episode?
Let's do it.
It's kind of a funny one. I looked up some slight trivia. Is right. Moving my mic. Right before the last episode, the penultimate is called Season 9, Episode 8, which is the second to last episode. It's called "The Last One Forever and Ever, for real this time. We fucking mean it." Is what it's
Wait.
called.
That's not the last one?
No, that is not the last episode.
Okay.
So I guess what that is a reference to is what I read is that the last episode in Season 6 is called "The Last One Forever and Ever." And so I think they thought that they were ending in Season 6 and that was actually going to be the finale of the show. And then they went on for 5 more seasons.
Nice.
So then for some reason
pretty consecutively. It's not like they even took a break.
Right. And then for some reason then in the second to last episode in Season 9 or 11, sorry, they were like, this is the last one, we promise. And it wasn't the last one. The next one is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just a fun little tidbit of information. I'm going to do my predictions now. I tried to do one for each of them people. I didn't do a Carl prediction, unfortunately.
Oh.
Should have done a Carl prediction. Oh, well. Number 1, I think Frylock died. Oh, no. Yeah. Nope. I think Master Shake dies. I wrote this wrong, but I'm going to tell you what I mean. I think Master Shake dies.
Okay.
You gonna Shake die?
I mean, it's definitely alive, right?
I think you could just drink it and be done.
I guess.
And then it...
I don't know.
Is it dead then, or does it live in you? Like an alien?
Is there even? He did shoot fluid out in this first episode, so there is fluid in there.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one is, I think Frylock grows or has legs in this episode.
Okay.
Frylock is just a floating thing of McDonald's fries, basically.
He's just a walking man.
So now he's got legs.
So I think I think at some point in this episode he has legs, basically.
Okay.
My third one is, I think 5 over 5 or more, and quote unquote enemies return. Because the Rabbot's not really an enemy, but that would be considered the bad guy, So I'm going enemies in quotations.
Okay.
We'll know him when we see him. But I think there's going to be
gotcha.
over 5 returning people, just to kind of really, I don't know. They just shove everything in this episode. And then number 4, I think the meat bridge makes a return.
Nice.
Think they cross it?
Probably not.
It's at least an attempt at a meat
Shake
bridge.
doesn't cross it for sure, but that's probably because he's dead. So those are my 4.
All right. I can go. I have. So I have my number one is that Meatwad is ignored, and there in the pilot, like there was probably a couple times where he's just talking, but like the conversation, like no one's listening, and they're like Frylock and Master Shake are just like carrying on their conversation. And you just hear Meatwad in the background.
Can I get into the pool?
Trying to talk to them.
Can I get into the pool?
So Meatwad is ignored. Number 2, I think Carl is the president because, you know, this is just a wacky show.
I hate that I could like see that happening.
And he's not, and like in my mind, like he's the president and he's just still like Carl. He's just still really gross.
At this point,
he's probably eating wings.
Yeah.
Dribbling buffalo sauce and ranch.
At this point, Carl could be the real president of the actual United States the way we're headed. So
that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Give him a shot.
Number 3, I think like they are actually trying to solve a mystery. I feel like even in this one, in the first episode, they're not really trying that hard to figure it out. And they give up immediately. And then my last one is that they all die.
All of them?
All of them.
Like the 3 of them.
Okay.
The Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
The Aqua Teen.
I think they kill them
Dead
off.
Force?
Yeah.
No longer hungry Force?
I don't think there's anything about the name of this that makes any sense.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
I don't have any insight into that.
They like drop hints sometimes at like what their age is, and they're all like actually like pretty old.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not teens. I guess hunger maybe is just that they're food, but I don't think besides them being in the pool all the time, I don't think Aqua's really, and they're not even really a force.
I mean, they're a group potentially to be reckoned with.
I mean, Frylock has powers.
Yeah. And we know that Shake can squirt out at least a glob of green goo.
Yeah.
Maybe glue. Who knows?
And then he's like, come over here and slip on it.
I mean, that was pretty funny.
It's funny because it's so pathetic. And Meatwad can make a bridge shape.
At least a bridge shape.
I know he makes a couple more shapes.
Yeah.
In the first few seasons.
All right, I got some.
Yeah.
I have that Meatwad gets cooked. I think we've...
Ooh.
Like to death?
No, I think he's still alive, but he
All
gets, cooked into like a formed shape, like a hamburger or something.
And then he's just a patty now forever, or maybe a dinosaur nugget or something.
Loses some of his power that way. I think there's a wedding, because I think that it's just trying to get some easy points.
Hey man, I tried to get those easy wedding points last week and I failed.
I think they add a hot dog friend. I think it would really just like round out their crew if they had a hot dog as well.
I mean, I'll give you a point if there's any form of anthropomorphic hot dog.
Okay.
Which is, as long as they like talk to him, maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hot dog friend. And then last one, I think there's a cameo by a one John Stamos.
Nice. Like an animated John Stamos?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hope it's a non-animated John Stamos, like a Jessica Rabbit scenario.
I do know for a fact that they've done that with other celebrities. Like there's one I'm thinking of where Zach Wilde, the guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne,
Nice,
shows up.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance. Yeah. It's not a 0% one.
Yeah, no, I honestly don't think that's that far-fetched, sadly enough. So those are it?
That's it.
All right. Well, we're going to watch the finale. It is official series finale. It happened on, it aired on August 30th of 2015. I guess it was on the internet like 4 days before that. It just says online. So, but it aired on TV on the 30th of August. It's called The Greatest Story Ever Told.
All right.
Okay. We'll see.
So we will see. We'll
be the judge of that.
Yeah, we'll report back here in a second. We'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the final episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It was called The Greatest Story Ever Told. It was the Bibble. Jimmy, you got to write it?
Apparently it was maybe the Bibble. Frylock and Carl use shampoo to become immortal while Shake becomes religious. And that's the whole thing. But basically, Shake and Frylock are like, Shake and Meatwater are like watching TV, and
they're watching themselves do something.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
watching like a home. They're watching a home video.
Yeah, and it was like, what a great weekend that was. And it was like, that was just last weekend.
That was last weekend.
where it looks like Shake is being murdered by clams in the ocean. It was very weird. Like maybe a throwaway episode that wasn't aired or something, or maybe it was. We just didn't know because we hadn't watched it. But then Shake starts going on about how he now is a follower.
Well, he's immortal now.
He's immortal because he's a follower of Jimmy, who wrote the Bibble.
Yeah.
And actually, he called it something else.
Like he called the Bible
like
the Bibble.
Like the Necronomicon, but not that.
Yeah, I don't know what he said, but he did call it something else, I think. Yeah, and he gets that, and then he gets they do a Last Supper type seating arrangement somewhere, and then Shake is cutting off pieces of his flesh and trying to feed it to Joe. Those are basically like all of a handful of enemies, quote unquote enemies from the show past.
Recurring characters.
Rabbot was there, of course.
Yep.
And then
Moth Monster Man.
Yep.
The Moonanites.
Cybernetic Ghosts of Christmas Past or Future. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
And
Banana.
And Banana. A lot of other ones. And then on the other side of the episode, Frylock is taking a bath in Carl's pool using shampoo that makes him immortal. Carl finds him doing it, so then he uses the shampoo. They both become immortal because it's special shampoo and there's only 3 bottles of it ever made. But then Christopher Lambert shows up basically as Highlander, but as himself who had played Highlander because he is actually immortal, and so he thinks everything is boring. And then they just go, those 3, Frylock, Carl, and Christopher Lambert, just run around killing each other. And Carl starts a YouTube channel and shows a bunch of videos of him getting his head chopped off and blowing up and doing all this stuff. And then when he eventually just gets arrested by the police for killing Chris. Because he probably killed. His original video was him killing Christopher Lambert, but they went to a magician who accidentally ripped a woman in half and killed her.
Yeah.
But then he kept zapping everybody that was watching, all the quote witnesses, and they turning them into doves, and they were flying away. And he did that to Christopher Lambert, so then they couldn't find his body, so the cops arrested Frylock for murdering him. But then since he's immortal, he can't die, so he can't finish his life sentence to appeal getting out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
And then who kills?
And they're forever zapping Carl. Did you say that?
Oh yeah,
He's
and
getting
Carl's
the death
also
penalty forever.
Carl's also in jail getting the electric chair. And then someone killed Frylock with a sword. Was that Christopher Lambert?
I mean, they were killing each other constantly for YouTube hits.
Yeah, but
and that's what they were eventually arrested for.
Someone killed Master Shake with a sword. He was cutting stuff off of his body, but then someone chopped him.
No, he was shot to death.
Oh, the cops killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Cops came in and shot
Typical
everyone
cops.
for some reason. I don't remember exactly why that happened. Well, because they were all shooting the actual immortal trio of Carl, Shake, and Lambert, because they dared them to, basically saying that they're immortal. And so the cops come in thinking that they actually all were murdering them. Well, no, then the cops came in and the Moonanites shot a pixelated blip bullet at them, like they're like antiquated like Atari's references that they do.
Yeah, Joe, did you catch at least when all the bad guys were shooting Frylock and Carl and Christopher Lambert, that everyone was shooting him, and then the Mooninites both shot, but their bullets are just giant squares that move like boop,
Like
boop,
one
super slow.
one pixel at a time.
And so when they were like dead, when they finished shooting them, their bullets were still trying to get to them and like still going.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, they were still like floating in the air. And then when they stood back up, because they were immortal, they were past them. It was funny. What did you think about this one, Joe?
Pretty weird. I mean, there are definitely things I lulled at, but still, yeah, quite the trip. Again, I don't know that you watch this and go, ah, man, I want to see how we got to this point. It's more of just like you watch a few, in enough of the jokes will hit, or they won't, and it's just sort of like.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a show that it's like, oh man, this somehow eventually clicks with you, and you're like, oh, this is great, or like you just forever think it's stupid. Probably, it's just too random, too maybe sometimes vulgar, sometimes bloody, something like it's just too of something to be like, ugh, I can't handle this. But you know, when you're like 20, and Jimmy's got the DVDs in the dorm room. Perfect.
Yeah. I thought it was great. There was actually a decent amount of referencing. I mean, obviously all the recurring people, but even like Jimmy, so they had like banners of him up in like the church, I assume is what that was, whatever they were using. And it was like, it's like a homeless guy from like season 2 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just pictures of this homeless guy that Shake is like pretending to like show their house, which they like at the time at least were renting, so like couldn't actually sell, but he's like taking him around the house, and it's just a homeless guy who's babbling gibberish.
And so he's the one that wrote the Bible.
Apparently he wrote the Bible.
That's just going to be the thumbnail on like what the thing is just going to be the picture of the Bible.
Trying to find what Shake called it, but I can't.
Oh, what he called it besides when everyone was like, that says the Bible.
The shampoo was called Ceaseless Shampoo.
Because you never die?
Yeah. And a Carl Lambert.
Christopher Lambert?
Christopher Lambert, sorry. He was the Highlander? Is that what the joke is here?
Yep. I mean, he did play the Highlander. Like Christopher Lambert was a Highlander.
So, and then they
in the 80s version of Highlander, the movie.
He's like, take my sword, cut off my head. And then they're like, oh God. Like, and then he's like, just kidding. I'm still alive down here. That's not even, you can't even kill me that way.
Yeah, he's not a Highlander. He's just an immortal person that can't
not
die.
Stamos, but you know.
Yeah, right. Another
was that
80s
actually
icon.
Christopher Lambert?
I'm pretty
I
sure.
assume.
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be.
Okay, I'm into it. That's funny. That's a pretty. At some point, he was an A-list celebrity, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not in our generation, but our parents' generation. For sure.
It wasn't actually his voice, but it was supposed to be. It was actually Dave Willis.
It was actually It was John Stamos' voice.
John Stamos being.
I would
playing
give you
Christopher
points
Lambert
for that.
I'd give you 10 points if it was John Stamos playing.
If he was the voice of anybody, like Frylock, I'd be like, yeah, take it.
You did it. Good job. Well, you didn't do it. As someone who's seen, we looked through some of the episodes, just like looked at the names of them, and like, I mean, yeah, I've seen healthily through season 3 for sure. I've seen bits and pieces of 4 and 5, I think. And this was a fun one. There was enough that was a callback even to those earlier episodes that like I was like, ooh, that's a guy. I remember him. And it was fun, and it seems like they did not lose their voice or change very much as far as like what this show is over the course of those like 10 years of being a show. So if you like it and you can get into it, it's a good show. But like, it's a pretty solid, like, this is not for everybody for sure. But
Right.
you'll know it. You'll know.
Definitely true.
I say you watch 3 episodes in a row, and if you like it, then you like it.
I'm trying to think of what you could even compare it to, and I just don't even know.
Oh,
like what?
It's similar to the Rugrats.
Super random. The Rugrats.
It's not. It's not. Don't don't think that's a serious thing.
Because the plot is super loose, but it's not like. But it's not in a way even that like it's just to like make specific jokes. Even, man, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's just weird,
but somehow very funny.
Yeah, if you're feeling giggly, maybe silly that day, that's probably a good one to put on. Almost anything you're gonna watch is gonna make you feel good. This could do it.
Only 11 minutes long.
Yeah,
Give it a shot.
Only 11 minutes.
Let's stop talking and let's start watching.
I think there's 2 or 3 episodes in the whole series of 140 episodes that are 23 minutes long. So like, there's never a time commitment when it comes to watching one. You could be like, I got to go to work right now. You could be 10 minutes late to work and just watch one really quick, and no one would even notice.
Oh, there is a movie.
Well, I mean, I'm sitting.
I wonder if that's on there somewhere. The movie was called
Aqua Teen Hunger Force : movie film for theaters.
Yeah. But colon is spelled out.
Yeah, it says colon.
I was kind of picturing that.
Movie film. There was supposed to be another one apparently called like Delta Force or something. Death Force, maybe? I lost it. Apparently there was like stuff announced and then the show got canceled. And Dave Willis, one of the like writers, creators, kind of blamed it on a new Cartoon Network or Adult Swim like president. Sounds like they maybe didn't get along. But
you can get it.
It seems that maybe at that point, 11 seasons in, it wasn't getting the viewership,
Oh, for sure.
that it once would. But it's like also in 2015, it's still, Netflix and all that stuff is pretty prominent by then. So like, who's turning on cable? That's our age that would have been hooked on to this like 7 years before, basically. Like, I wasn't watching it anymore, and it was because I'm not turning on TV to watch it. So
yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, even if you don't get along with someone, a showrunner or people are making stuff, you don't just cancel like a show that's making money,
right?
So it was probably waning. Just
and there's a couple of like isn't the like last episode of the second season called The Last One? Like there's a couple times where it was like this show's gonna end. And then it just never did.
Yeah, the last episode of the second season is called The Last One. The last episode of season 6 is called The Last One Ever or something like that.
Because I thought the movie was supposed to be after the show was ended, but then it like started again. Kind of like inexplicably.
Yeah, I probably just like went, we're going again. Okay, should we see how we did on predictions?
I guess.
All right. Well, I'll go first. I had that number 1, Master Shake dies.
Yeah?
He got ripped asunder.
I mean, he was there right at the end.
But that was a different Master Shake. That Master Shake was
How was it different?
because they were watching the show as if we were the show Master Shake that we were watching the finale of died.
They were watching the show like of themselves.
Yeah, because they're saying like, let's do one more joke.
No one, people die in this show all the time, but they're never dead. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna give it to me?
I mean, I'm just saying, like he was right there.
He lives.
I think
He's alive.
I think the version of the Master Shake that we saw was dead. I won't fight. Give me at least a half a point. I'm doing very bad this season.
Joe?
I don't know the show well enough to understand whether that character died or not.
There is no dying.
0.25. This is some.
Bartering down to 0.25.
A Master Shake died, so I'd give you 0.5.
Okay, I'll take it. Number 2, Frylock grows / has legs, and he didn't.
No.
But I was bummed because we looked through episodes, and one was like called like Fry Legs.
Yeah.
So he has legs at some point.
That was the premise of an entire episode of this.
So that was pretty great. So no point for me for there. Number 3 was over 5 quote enemies return, and there was a lot of them. There were so many of them in the Last
George
Supper
Lowe.
scenario. Number 4, the meat bridge makes a return, but Meatwad didn't turn into anything. Even
He was barely in this.
yeah, he was old Meatwad, and that's pretty much what he turned
He
into.
was at the beginning. Was he even at the like church with all the crew? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so. He was like sitting at the
might have
table by Master Shake, but so 1.5.
All right. I had that Meatwad is ignored, and I don't think he was in this episode enough to be ignored. I thought Carl was going to be the president, and had he not been arrested, he could have lived long enough.
I mean, one of our old presidents is probably going to get arrested, so I think it's still possible.
I'm just going to leave that. And then my third one was they actually are trying to solve a mystery. Not really.
The mystery of how Christopher Lambert's still alive? No.
The mystery of where the Dove's version of him is. And then I said they all die. And even based on them being sliced up and shot up, Meatwad never died, so
Yeah,
I don't even think I can get partial credit for that.
They did not all die ever.
2/3?
Wait, you want 0.66 points for that?
Hell yeah, dude.
And I only got 0.5?
Nah, it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. Joe?
So wait, did you get any points?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
I had Meatwad gets cooked, which he looked older, but not cooked necessarily.
He was
Spoiled.
He was dry aged.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice.
I said there's a wedding, which there wasn't. A hot dog friend, which there wasn't. Could have used it. I still feel like though.
Yeah.
And then a John Stamos cameo, which, not close, but what I had pictured was
Wrong aged actor.
Yeah, John Stamos playing himself. So to see a 80s character, I guess it wasn't technically voiced as himself, but playing not him, to have an 80s actor featured in the show as a character was pretty close to
Pretty damn close.
Pretty close to what I was thinking was going to happen.
Yeah, you were near. I can't believe you didn't somehow pick
That's amazing.
Christopher Lambert as Highlander.
Yeah.
There's I want to Google it. I feel like Stamos is probably in this.
Yeah, it's quite possible. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this week, listeners. That is Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Go watch 3 episodes and tell us how you liked it. Tell Joe if he needs to watch that third one, basically, is what we're saying. And if you want to get a hold of us, you can at FNL Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitter. Give us show suggestions, or also, tell us what your favorite Meatwad shape is. Do it. Tell us the Meatwad shape that you like. So we'll be back next week for another episode of First and Last. Until then, have a good one. Have a good week. Goodbye. There's a cat rumbling around in her paper castle. She likes it.